Hello everybody and welcome to a brand new Elder Scrolls Online video with me, Sherman. Today we're going to be running Fungal Grotto 1 on Vet. Here we go. Now it might take me a little while to do the whole thing, so I apologize. I don't have like the super build, but I do have a pretty decent build made to tank dungeons and stuff and run this. I am running a new ability, Caltrops, with this. Just to make it a little bit quicker on the run. So let's get started. Oops. I am also running a the food that's stamina, max health, or max stamina, max health, and then stamina recovery. It is called. Sorry, I gotta go through all this stuff in my inventory. This dubious Cameron. Really good food for running this. It does drop my stamina down a little bit, but that's fine. I only lose like not even 1,000, so. Really good here. We're going to go back into this corner, drop, and drop again. And then we're going to gather up all these guys, because this is where a majority of our damage is going to be coming from. Oops, switch bars. Heal. Now I'm not going to be fighting every boss. I'm just going to go straight through to the end and fight the final boss, pretty much. I'm going to take out the bosses I have to get things done. I'm thinking about changing my, taking a poison injection. Might be a little bit better with this because it'll give me an extra dot in there. Alrighty, so there's that. We'll go ahead and do that real quick. Because I get asked all the time, what do you run when you run solo? This is pretty much how it looks when I run solo, guys. I mean, trying to get a group for some of these dungeons on days where there's nobody really running them can be a little bit of a pain. So. And if you notice, I'm using a little bit more stamina now because I'm using poison injection along with this. I'm trying to get my heal to go off a little bit better. Oops. As soon as we can bring down those two other guys, the boss goes down pretty quick afterwards. Alright, now it's just the boss. Gotta build up some stamina again, because you made me use some of it. Main things you want to watch for on this is that spin attack that he does right there. And then watch when he does that and interrupt him. That's mainly all you need to do. When he's just doing his regular attacks, oops, I didn't catch it in time, but that's alright. Don't worry about the bleed. Most of your healing's gonna go just right through that. And any time that your Dawnbreaker's up, just drop it. I try to keep it in a certain format, so that way I can do it on basically a certain point in the fight. And yes, you can even, this is what it'd be like on normal mode or vet mode when you're running with a group. It's pretty much this easy. If you want to run this with the tank build, it's just as easy. I would suggest running caltrops though. After doing some tests with it, it is about as good as having volley on your bar as a tank. So there we go, boss is down, got Spider Cultist shoes, sweet, like I need them. Actually, I'm only in here for one thing, and that is a Krog's piece. So we're going to run right to the back of the room, and there's a reason why you're going to run right back to the room. See that person right there? You're going to target them. Missed him with the arrow, that's fine. You want to bring that healer down as quick as you can, otherwise he'll make your life miserable for a little bit. And then take out the archers. And try to also keep your rally up, because the longer you keep your rally going, the better the heal is from it. So that's why I'm not using it as much as I normally do, is because of that purpose. These guys are dead. I want to just take the gold. Mainly after just the gold. Could care less about their drops, but sometimes their drops can be pretty good. This one, the same thing. Focus on the healer in the back of the room. Drop your volley. All that stuff. Start beating on him. The reason you're focusing on him first is because the other ones you can move around the room. As you guys saw there, I just healed myself almost from like 12% all the way to 100% health almost with rally, so. And when you have just these ones here, don't worry if you're just using the carve or brawler to get the damage shield for it. It's going to be more than big enough to give you what you need. And this guy will be just a cakewalk. Oh, we got another healer. Uh-oh, that was a bad idea. Alright, so this boss is a little bit more stationary. You can hold him in one place most of the time. Watch out for his mega attack. It's pretty easy to spot. I'll go ahead and get started by poison injection. Dropping this. Now his mega attack, like I said, don't worry about his little fire thing or his heavy attack. It's when you see him do his that little shout thing and that red ring around you, that's going to be the heaviest hit he hits you with. Now it's just a matter of focusing him down. Keep a damage shield up on this part right here so it won't hit you as hard. The thing doesn't hit that hard anyways, but this is on vet mode, so some of his abilities can be a little bit of a pain. Focus on getting him down. Try and get your stamina back to max, because fighting him with those two other guys can be a pain. But focus on getting your stamina back. Keep your damage shields as high, as full like up as possible. I'm gonna go ahead and drop this again. Now, if you guys didn't notice, I was dropping Dawnbreaker as I was switching bars too. So. And now it's just a matter of keeping this rotation up. Watch when he heavy attacks. And he does start to get a little crazy with that ability after a little bit. Once he gets to certain percentages of health, he tends to drop it a little bit more often. I'm going to go ahead and put that down just to give me a little bit of extra damage mitigation and for the extra healing. I don't really need it, but keep my rally up. Oh, he got me that time. I dropped my block too soon. Once he gets down to 25% health, you can focus on him a little bit better with the heavy attacks, because your heavy attacks are going to hit for way more than all those other abilities. As you can see right here, I'm only doing like 11k on a heavy attack. There we go. There he goes down below 20. Don't worry about your health. Like I said, he doesn't do a lot of damage. And now that he's getting more frustrated with me, he's going to start doing the... There we go, 20k. 20k. And come on, heavy attack. 18. Oh, he got me. You dweeb. Yep. Goodbye. There we go. Spider cultist hat. moving on. Now we got two more bosses. We got the crab boss and we got the big final Druid King, or Druid King at the end. And that's going to be probably the longest part of this dungeon, is that. And also try to max your bow out before you come in here. That's going to be a big one. So I'm going to go ahead and just check something real quick with my bow, because I did get an extra point. Go ahead and put it in there. So let's go ahead and head on down. I want to see something else, because I don't know if my caltrops, nope, it is still at 2. I am going to go for razor caltrops, because that'll give me greater, I think it does a little bit more damage over time. So let's go ahead and get up here. Goodbye. Alright, so on to this boss. This boss can, like I said, can be a little bit of a pain. You can skip it by just crossing the bridge if you want to. You just go like this and then walk right over. Walk right over. No, don't fall in the water, you Nimrod chick. Alright, well, make sure to jump that gap, but you can get over the bridge pretty easily. Usually. And then you can just go right into the final boss if you want to. I'm just going to go right into the final boss, but I do have to fight that few crabs right there just to get by. I'm going to go ahead and cross. And here comes the final boss to save the day. Now this one has 3 mechanics you have to watch out for. That one is where you got to keep your damage shields up. This you want to block that attack, and this you want to just get back, hit them with the poison injection, drop this, drop that, drop your rain of arrows or volley of arrows. I did change that from endless hail to arrow barrage, because with a tank getting that greater range really helps. So ow, almost lost it, almost bit the dust there. So also try to keep your stamina as full as you can on this fight, because she can mess you up pretty quick. So just lots of just focusing on her. Watch for her mechanics, and when you're in a group, you really want to watch for those mechanics there with the spikes, the rapid attacks, all that. Now the mechanics do change on vet mode. The ground thing that she does hits for way more than this. This will almost one-shot you, and this will one-shot everyone in your party in hard mode. So now, as a tank, I would suggest keeping this down as much as possible too, because it also increases your damage reduction. So as you can see, like I can take, whoa, actually I could have stayed through that with the circle down. So, but you have a low magicka pool with this, so it makes it a little bit harder. Put that back down, then pop rally. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Wow. Go ahead and heal. Block. Heavy attack. Sometimes I even make mistakes, guys. So, focus her down. That's your main job. When you're in here, like I said, as a group, you can focus on her pretty good as the tank. Because you can stay up here in the fight most of the time. Your DPS, especially stamina DPS, are going to be running around trying to avoid all the AoE. If they go in behind her, if you place her like this away from your group and stay on this side, and then when she does that, just keep your heals up and everything. Really easy fight. So, but when you're in here with a group, you are running sword and board. You're not running a bow with poison injection, caltrops, all that. So She should be getting ready to do her thing where she goes and calls up her little ads. At about 2.6k health, she'll do that. Or 2.6, or 6 million health, she'll do that. So, getting close. As you can see, I'm not really worried right now with my health. I want to keep my stamina pool up right now. Because with all those crabs there, my shields will grow enormously in power. So I can actually take a few more hits when she's like that. I'm trying to keep my poison injection on her as well. And this is the longest fight in the whole place that you're going to have to face. If you're in here solo. If you're not in here solo, don't worry. Because this will go by a lot quicker with more people. But if you see, like, just watch for those ground effect targets. There we go. Back off, move in. And then at 1.6, I think it is, she'll go and summon her other crabling things up, so. Gosh darn it. And do not try this with another build unless the build is a Templar and mimics this in a lot of ways. Otherwise it just doesn't really flow with this. We wanted. As you can see there, I didn't take hardly near as much damage as I would have taken from that attack because I had enough resistances and everything from standing in the circle, or damage reduction, resistances, all that. So, it's just a matter of focusing her down. That's it. As I keep saying. Oh, no. Uh-oh. Excuse that sound, that was my cat knocking something off the bed. Uh-oh, I lost my charge too. I'm gonna take the hit. Rally. Color. Rally. Why'd I do that? I'm losing it, guys. I'm losing it. I am gonna have to charge up my sword though real quick. Ow. Oh shoot, oh shoot. That was close, that was close, I'm not gonna lie. My bad there. But, safe recovery there. As you can see, this tank is a very self-sufficient tank, as I keep saying. Usually doesn't take me this long. It's just I'm trying to talk and do this at the same time. I'm just going to take it down. And there we go. The end of the dungeon. There you guys can see Krog's in light and impenetrable. Oh my gosh, that's 2 in a row. And a robust ring, which is my second one, which I'm going to hold on to for another build I will be building later. But that is pretty much it, guys, for this. If you guys want to know the build, I already have it posted in my video description. The only thing I changed was the skills. On the back bar, I run poison arrow or poison injection if you have it. Arrow barrage if you have it, or endless hail. Either one's fine. And then of course caltrops. I would say razor caltrops would be the better option for this because it's a much more damaging thing. So that might be one to go with over cavalry traps. So, and you want to have this on your back bar, restoring focus. If you're in a group though, I would suggest taking the bow off, taking sword, put sword and board. And also, if you have it a monster set, always run two-handed here. Run Dawnbreaker on this bar, or run Warhorn if you're in a group. On this bar, always run Dawnbreaker. Always run Dawnbreaker on the back bar. Because on the back bar, the weapon doesn't have as high of weapon damage, as you can see, as the two-handed. So you want to get that weapon damage on that back bar higher, and you want to get that crit as high as you can on the front bar as well. That's why this build works the way it does and is set up the way it does. So yeah, but that is pretty much the run through here. I'm going to probably be doing it again several more times today, but that's okay, I don't mind. But that is Fungal Grotto 1 on vet mode with a Templar tank. So, as I said, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that like button. If you guys want to see more videos by me, you can hit that subscribe button. Other than that, till next time, have a wonderful day, and I will see you all later. Bye.